5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 1 of the OSL Ro24 Group C. We have Shine versus Shuttle today on the map New Bloody Ridge. Shine as the blue Zerg at the 1 o'clock position, and Shuttle as the brown Protoss at 7 o'clock position. Or is that red? It's actually kind of hard to tell from this video. Regardless, Protoss versus Zerg. Shine, to my best recollection, he is an aggressive player. He made it into the semifinals of OSL once, where he was defeated by Movie. That was a long time ago. That was a year ago. That's the furthest he ever got in Star League. Since then, he hasn't really performed much. Best known as an aggressive player, I believe. I don't know whether he's changed his style in recent times or not. Let me take a look at his statistics here real fast. Shine, 50% overall. He's a good versus Zerg player. He's 64%, but he's only 46% against Protoss. On the other hand, Shuttle, also another mediocre-ish player. I don't think he's ever even made it far into a Star League. I don't know for sure, but Shuttle, 52% overall, 50% against Zerg. So, certainly a competent player in Pro League, and Shuttle can be amazing when he wants to. It's just he is usually not so amazing. Both players sending out their scouts. Shuttle sending out his probe scout to take a look at what Shine is doing. Shine Overlord is going to see this probe scout. This is a 2-player map, of course. So it looks like Shine has gone for the 12 hatch, I believe. The timing suggests that. I mean, not the 12 hatch, 12 pool, rather. Shine, I believe, has gone for 12 pool. He's hopefully going to be able to put on a bit of early pressure. He's put down his second hatchery sort of at the 3 o'clock position there. And this is shaping up to be a fairly standard game at this point. Shuttle does have a nice little blockade in front of his Natro there, it looks like. Good for him. Now we have these drones engaging the probe here, not really able to accomplish much. And it looks like these the probe, scouting probe getting picked off very early for Shuttle. That's a mistake. I mean, yes, the early Zerglings were out, but you know, he should have been able to keep it alive for somewhat longer. Now he's going to be in the dark for what's going on for Shine. He's got a Zealot out to try to put on some early pressure, it looks like, but I don't think he's going to be able to accomplish too much. 2 Zealot hits and 2 probe hits kill a drone. Perhaps that's what he's hoping to do. Interesting to note that Shuttle has gone for Gateway first as opposed to Forge first. So he wants to put on some more early pressure. He just put down the Forge now. He should be able to defend comfortably with the Zealots. And he has his Nexus warping, I believe. So Shine, I don't think he's going to be bothered by this Zealot harass at the 3 o'clock position. Zealot sort of sitting over there, and a second scouting probe going down here for Shuttle. Shuttle with 3 Zealots on the field looks like that's quite nice. And with the information he's garnered with his scouting / harassing Zealots, I guess that Zealot is useful for 9 mining at the 3 o'clock for some time before Shine can send some forces over there to deal with it, which he has elected not to do. And a cannon warping out now for Shine. I mean, for Shuttle, and Shuttle's single Zealot able to pick off 2 Zerglings, it looks like, possibly a third. 3 Zerglings die before the Zealot gets taken out. And surely Shine will be on 3 hatcheries and 3 bases soon enough. He should be able to produce enough Zerglings to deal with this sort of early Zealot action coming in from Shuttle. I think as long as he doesn't, as long as he persists in making some more Zerglings, he should be able to defend fairly comfortably. Wisely, Shuttle has used these Zealots to move to the 3 o'clock base. He sort of parked them on the ramp there, to fight these Zerglings. Zergling's not going to engage Zealot over that narrow field. So I guess one thing that Shuttle is doing is forcing quite a few more Zerglings to be built for Shine, which is going to delay his economy. This is actually not a bad move. Speed is finished for the Zerglings. They're going to be able to pick away at this solitary Zealot going into natural. I assume it's more of a scout than anything else. It's not going to be able to do anything against the drones. So that Zealot goes down. Now Shine might be going for a surround attack on those Zealots on the ramp there. Stargate going out. Surround attack coming. These Zealots fighting valiantly, but ultimately not going to be able to deal with a Zergling attack from two directions. Killing quite a few of the Zerglings, I have to say. I'm not sure whether this entire trade has been worthwhile. I mean, sending all those early Zealots out, Shuttle has not really accomplished much with it. He's killed a few Zerglings and forced a few more Zerglings to be morphed than normal, but I don't think Shine's going to care about this. And Shine now has a Spire up. He's going to be able to pick off first Corsair coming out from Shuttle, I think, fairly comfortably, perhaps even before the Corsair kills an Overlord. That'd be a nice little bonus for Shine. Looks like I don't know what Shuttle's going to do right now. He's gone for a Templar Archive, so he wants to do DT plus Corsairs, but the thing is, I'm not sure whether he'll be able to maintain air superiority, and looks like this Scourge finding the first Corsair, but not quite catching it. Seems Corsair going to retreat to the safety of the photon cannons. Hopefully the Scourge scout out Shuttle's base and see that there are Templar coming. The Scourge with very narrow sight, but they see the Templar Archive, so Shine's going to be fully prepared for this. Shuttle's attempt not going to be successful, I fear. Now, that's not necessarily true. Hopefully Shine doesn't have a blind spot. He, upgrades Overlord's speed, and he positions Sunkens and Overlords or Spores in his bases, and doesn't get caught off guard by what is now a transparent and obvious DT rush that's going to be coming. Well, it's not a rush, DT attack that's going to be coming from Shuttle. He also needs to maintain control of the air, or at least whittle down the Corsair fleet. Make sure there isn't like 6 or 7 Corsairs massed up. That would be a dangerous number of Corsairs. And you keep it at 2 or 3 at most, and I think Shine is going to be fine. He's got Hydras out too to deal with the Corsairs and to put on some pressure at the front. And Shuttle could not be more obvious with his Dark Templar coming through the middle, blockading a bit, picking away at some of these Hydras, but getting caught by that Overlord, and the first Dark Templar doing nothing. Now Shuttle's forced to punk down all sorts of cannons outside his natural. I'm not even sure where he'll be able to defend. I think he'll be able to defend in time, but the Hydras will probably be able to pick off the Gateway or possibly the Forge too. Now it looks like Shine going for an attack. He's going to be able to pick off one of the cannons. He's going to be able to pick off the second cannon, I think. That High Templar is out, but unfortunately it's not going to have energy. Those cannons warping in just at the right time in the backfield, but I don't think Shine's going to care too much. He's going to be able to kill the Gateway, possibly the Forge, which would shut down +1 attack